Alexandra was born here in the Kharkiv region. She may be back, but she's a long way from home. Her city is now a battlefield, and her family's moved into a previously unoccupied house in disrepair, with no basic facilities, not even an indoor toilet.
С Бахмута приехали, потому что нас уже бомбили сильно, и мы решили, что уехать. Но у меня тут родственники, так я к брату приехала. Потому что как это там оставаться нельзя. Бахмут сейчас вообще нету Бахмута. Для нас больше нету его.
With a pension of less than $100 per month, she can't afford renovations here. Aid agencies have stepped in to replace windows and insulate the house from the bitter winter cold. Alexandra and her family are among the estimated 3.7 million people that are internally displaced in Ukraine. After years of war, many IDPs are struggling to make ends meet. Russian attacks on Ukraine's energy grid this winter have exacerbated the situation. Some experts say it's part of a broader demoralization campaign against the population to win concessions in peace negotiations.
People in large cities were sitting in cold with no electricity, no heat, no water for weeks. And that was Russia pressing on us and terrorizing us to sign the ugly deal.
There have been several rounds of peace talks, and the US wants a deal by the summer. But sticking points remain, especially on who gets to control territory in the Donbas region and what kind of security guarantees would come with the ceasefire.
4 years into this war.
Policy advisor at the Munich Security Conference, Jintro Poli, says Moscow is putting up negotiation roadblocks.
It has insisted that Ukraine give up control over all 4 oblasts that Russia has illegally annexed. It has proposed caps on the Ukrainian army of 600,000 people max. It has categorically rejected any kind of substantial security guarantees for Ukraine by its international partners.
The Kremlin says it's committed to negotiations, but maintains that its own security concerns need to be addressed. But Ukrainians say the evidence is clear that Moscow is the aggressor. Here in Kharkiv, the scars of war clearly visible. And while Ukrainian authorities say they are committed to reaching a peace settlement, they say that after years of resistance, any deal must ensure that Russia can't regroup and attack again in the coming years. Defence expert and co-founder of the think tank We Build Ukraine, Alexandra Zarkina, says funding is a critical part of security guarantees.
In addition to Ukrainian army, we really need sustainable financing. So if you ask me about what type of the security guarantees we really need, we do need a fund. The fund which can have some, loans obligations behind it, but really with a stable understanding of the, money flow to allow our defense industry growing, to allow European defense industry grow.
The European Union has pledged a loan worth over $100 billion to help provide military and budgetary support for the next 2 years. Some experts say the situation calls for more economic pressure on Moscow.
There are areas of the Russian economy that remain unsanctioned, and there are many policies to stop Russia from being able to wiggle out of the sanctions through various means, backdoor means with international partners. And to keep the economic pressure on Russia is probably as important, if not more important, than the military pressure.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been lobbying the international community for more robust support. The fear is that if Moscow succeeds in dragging out negotiations, it could freeze the peace process indefinitely. For CNA, I'm William Denselow in Kharkiv, eastern Ukraine.